that God's heart is bigger than ours. Surprise, surprise, we all knew that. I'm not telling you something you didn't know. God's heart is bigger than ours. Jonah really struggled to accept God's compassion for Nineveh. We're going to see this more in chapter 4. They were his enemies. They were enemies of God's people. But God saw beyond the sin of the Ninevites, and he saw the potential in them. A lot of us have written people off in our lives as maybe too far gone, too hostile, too different, too argumentative. They're too far from God for God ever bring them back. They don't deserve God's mercy. They don't deserve God's grace. By the way, I'm quoting myself, in case you're wondering, because I have firsthand experience of this. But all around us every day, relationships we have, relationships we ought to figure out how to have, these are like burning buildings. And as God's rescue workers, we've got to figure out how we run into those burning buildings rather than running away from them. Not as critics, not as judge and jury, not simply as eyewitnesses or bystanders, but actually people who are participants in God's rescue mission.